Brilliantly Birmingham for me is a celebration of craftsmanship.
It involves the makers and people buying, and it brings everything together across the city.
Designer maker work all over the country as well as the Midlands.
It reflects the exciting side of Birmingham.
It sort of shines a beacon for us designer makers.
But it's also about bringing national and international talent into the city.
We've had Birmingham designer makers showing at Milan Fashion Show.
Brilliantly Birmingham helps them to shine and to show the variety that's out there.
For someone like me who works to commission a lot, it's absolutely vital.
Flux has been for the new and emerging designer makers.
It just sounds like a great opportunity and a really fun event.
Focusing on the whole concept of what Birmingham is all about, which is creativity, innovation and passion.
I think it's great to see Birmingham designer makers exhibiting alongside others from across the UK.
I think it's great for a chance for people to see this kind of jewellery that's different and kind of exciting and new.
We've got a really significant audience here, and that's come through other initiatives and partnering up with things like Style Birmingham, which brought all of those designer makers to a very high-end retail audience.
The designer makers have really pulled together to bring the show off this year, and it's been a real success.
We're here at MAC for the Designer Maker Fair as part of Brilliantly Birmingham. It's a two-day event. It's got 22 makers from all over the country.
All of my design is kind of influenced by calligraphy and the written word.
We're very fragile and delicate.
Exploring the relationship between these inlaid lines and the three-dimensional form.
Textiles, ceramics, but a lot of jewellers because we're in Birmingham and there are a lot of them.
The moment when the piece comes out of the kiln is fabulous. It's really exciting. And that 40 seconds, that's why I do what I do.
We're at Symphony Hall this evening for the launch event of the Centrepiece exhibition. It really shows that 200-year-old tradition of making jewellery by hand continues to flourish in the Jewellery Quarter.
Birmingham is so unique in having a Jewellery Quarter, and it's so important to show the contemporary vision of what jewellery is about. It's something that we should shout about to the rest of the world.
We're here at the same time every year. People get to know you. And so we have people that come again and again and again, and they bought something last year and they're buying again.
Flow is the culmination of a group of masterclasses.
Another artist recommended that this course would be just ideal for me as I just started doing my own designs.
I think that it can be quite daunting when people either leave university or indeed leave a job because they have a passion and want to create some new products.
It's a really good opportunity for new artists and designer makers to experience what it's like to take part in an exhibition in a very supported way.
It's exposing their work to different kinds of people that might not usually go to an art gallery.
Designer makers from many different specialities, including lighting, printmaking, jewellery, textile.
It's been a really good challenge, and it's actually helped me to develop my work in new ways, so it's been quite exciting.
At the RBSA Gallery, we hold exhibitions of fine art and also of craft. This is our Christmas exhibition, Shimmer. There's at least 20 jewellers exhibiting. We always try to have new makers in so that when customers come into the gallery it's a completely fresh exhibition and it's always something new and innovative to see.
Brilliantly Birmingham helps the RBSA by promoting the society. It's a continuous promotion of designer maker work, which is very important, particularly outside London.
Part of the currently Birmingham exhibition is the Birmingham Tribal exhibition. We asked students to try to find almost forgotten jewellery.
For the tribal project, I looked at the ears as I thought it was an interesting part of the body that we take for granted.
Underwear, this is a very fashionable thing. And mostly when you see it, you think, wow, is this necessary, or could we call this beauty?
Being a jewellery student, it was great fun being able to use photography skills.
The fishermen, if you see what they carry to catch good and big fish, they recognise each other because they have the same passion.
Everyone's got different ideas of what a tribe is.
It's not only the jewellery they're wearing, it's also the expression in their faces. It's the whole atmosphere. We're thinking how to make the pictures real big and show them where people from the street can have a look at it in a town hall, theatre or greyhound races.
We're inviting people in today, as part of Brilliantly Birmingham, into our studios to have a look around and see what we do.
I think it helps people to understand where our work actually comes from and how we go about making it, because it's handmade. People don't always necessarily appreciate the amount of time and effort that goes into it. I work with silver and resin quite a lot. The inside and the outside are strips of silver sheet which I then form and solder together, and then I pour the resin in as a liquid and put the lace in at the same time.
And then one day I was down at Symphony Hall and I saw some bits. I thought, oh, I used to make that sort of stuff all day. So I thought I'd have a go.
We manufacture PVC bags, jewellery, key rings, all sorts of little gift items. It's a heat press. It heats up the surface of the plastic and then the image is absorbed into it.
I do walks around the Jewellery Quarter for the Brilliantly Birmingham Festival. People like history walks. I do them in Digbeth and the Bullring and all sorts of other areas. You always think people will know it really well and it'll be very familiar, but actually that's often not the case. And some of the stories about the people who worked in there, rather than just talking about the architecture, as it were, opening the doors of the houses and the workshops and so on, and telling them a bit more about how the quarter developed. The busiest time in the quarter is the run-up to Christmas, so hence the time of year for the festival. Makes it a bit chilly for history books, unfortunately. We do one that goes down to the cemeteries, Key Hill and Moorstone Lane. Key Hill Cemetery, a wonderful place, right on the edge of the quarter where Joseph Chamberlain is buried and any of the other great and the good. The American who invented the light bulb, even before Edison, but he didn't get as far as a patent. So there's all sorts of nationalities. It's a kind of microcosm of Birmingham.
The continuity of the Jewellery Festival is absolutely vital. It's building up its own momentum now.
Yes, we'd like to see it continue because it's getting bigger and stronger every year.
Exciting people into the possibilities of contemporary jewellery.
With the reputation growing, it's sort of become the thing to get involved with and the thing to have on your CV.
It is something very unique in the city and we should definitely celebrate that much more.